Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? So, what I want to talk about today is water. So, you guys know that I'm building my retirement home in somewhere in ENUGU in Nigeria. And if you know ENUGU, you will know that water is an issue. Okay, so water is an issue. So, for that reason, people always either buy water, dig underground water reservoir, or dig a well or borehole. So some time ago, my builder came to me and said that my neighbor has found water in the property and that he's recommending that we look for water. So I said, okay, how much is it going to cost? And he said that to dig a well will cost around 150,000 naira. So I thought, that's quite a lot of money for digging a well. But in the long term, you might be saving. However, I was very skeptical. And asked, when he was telling me in my own head, what I was thinking is that he would just call one of these big, massive diggers that dig underground, and within one day the thing water will be out, and that's it. However, when he said he was starting work, I said, okay, go ahead. And he sent me a video that after this talk, you'll go and watch. So when I saw the video, I was quite horrified. And my reason for being horrified, as you can see, is that it is extreme hard work. How can you expect young men to start digging underground with virtually no equipment? So I called him and I said, why are these young men using just basic equipment? And he said that hiring that big lorry for one day or 1 hour, I think it's 1 hour, is 45,000 um, naira per hour. So I thought, but that's actually cheaper. But he said, no, because of the other things that will be involved. But then the second reason, the most important reason he gave me was that he wanted to give these people jobs to do. So anyway, you can see they started digging. I think they started digging sometime in February. And as they were digging, they encountered coal. If you look around near where they're digging, you'll see a pile of black rock. That's actually coal that they found at around 20 feet or so. And even so, there was no water. And he later on told me that those young men, the initial people who started, the job was so hard that they disappeared. He gave them half the money and they just disappeared with the money. But the worst thing is that when he engaged the second lot, they went down and found that the first people who started digging actually, did a shoddy job. So what they were doing is they started with a round circumference, and then as they were going down, when nobody could see, they began to taper it down, so that when this second lot came, it was very difficult for them to begin to then go down and widen. So as you're going down, you're widening. So it was extremely difficult. And they said they were not going to do it. And he persuaded them and added more money. And they were doing it. So now As you can see from the video that started, if you look around, I think digging the well has taken more than a month because they were starting and stopping and starting and stopping. But he has asked me for more money. So that 150,000 seemed to be the amount, although the well has not actually been has not actually been plastered. So eventually, anyway, they found water at around 30 feet, but he wants to go down even more to 40 because what he's saying is that although they found water at 30 feet after the coal and they've dug down, that what happens is that during dry season the well will just dry up and then fill up in rainy season. He wants the well to be functional at all times. So when you watch the videos, you will see first the starting, and then you will see the final stage where they found water. And you can see that from starting, if you look at the house from starting to when they finished, that a lot has been done to the actual house, just to tell you how long it's taken them to do this. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a good idea. One of my friends suggested that the water, once the well is established and everything is plastered and is clean, and you build something to cover it up. Because one of my fears is that I'll take somebody can just fall into there and um and disappear. So it's going to be well covered and made secure. So once that is done, we're going to take some water and take it to a lab. They said that there's a lab in Nigeria that specializes in testing whether that water can be consumed or can be used for either having your bath or whatever, or just used for flushing toilets. So even if it's just for flushing toilets, that would be just fantastic. So, and bear in mind that all these things I'm showing you guys, you must always bear in mind that I haven't seen this. I haven't actually seen this my house. Everything I'm seeing is on video, just like you are seeing it. So enjoy. If you like, if when you watch this video at the end, if you like to see the next stage, I think the next stage, I thought before that I'm going to do the tiling, but I've decided not to do the tiling. I think I want to be there for the tiling and the toiletries. I really want to choose my own tiles. It would just be too terrible if they choose a tile that you know I wouldn't like it. I think it will just break my heart. So I'm hoping to be there for the tiling. So then the stage after this, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the fencing. So at this stage, we're going to be doing the fencing, and is it the fencing, the water tank, and the water collectors. So that's the three things that will be done from this week. So if you want to see that, subscribe, like, and also share. Don't forget this thing I'm doing. I'm just doing it you know, to motivate people who are thinking of doing this type of thing. For you to know that we can actually do this. One of the things that we in the diaspora have allowed to happen to us is this fear. We have this fear of being kidnapped, our money being taken, and so on. And I just want to show you the positive side that I have been building this house since July of 2020. I have not been home, and it's been managed by my brother is managing everything, you know. And one of the things you must know is that when you're asking somebody to do something for you, I think I've said it before, is that you respect that person, knowing that they're making up time to do this thing for you. So if you give them 20,000 for their trouble at every stage or whatever stage, then you know, I think it is fair. So my brother has actually, done me so proud. There are so many, you hear about so many families who have embezzled their own siblings. Genuinely it is happening. But in my case, no. In my case, my house, as we speak, today is the 24th of March. As we speak, my house is being fenced. You know, my house is being fenced, and soon it will be cleared. And if you want to go and live there, it will be habitable. Some people will stop at that stage, you you know, mend one room and start slowly doing up the other rooms. So yes, just go ahead and do and plan your retirement. Don't forget what I said before. Cut your coat according to your size. Do your project and don't leave your project for years. Don't leave your project for years. So once I finish this, I'm hoping to finish this by my target is by July of this year that this house is finished. So within a year, I want to finish this house and then face some of the things, because the problem with leaving your project going on and on is that I think eventually you spend more money, because somebody will ask you for money whilst you're living, and you give them. So go ahead and start your own project. Plan it, plan it well, know where your money is going to be coming from, and just attack it. Like I said, my builder is a young man that I do not have any relationship with. I do not know him from Adam. I have never seen this young man. I mean, the only way I've seen him is on WhatsApp video and just speaking to him. If I pass him on the road, we might not even know each other. So this is how this has been. And so enjoy this video and bye.
Isi haka, an yi